Nothing is cooler than standing up on a stage and rocking out, but this requires knowledge of an instrument. One of my favorite hobbies is playing the guitar. I've been learning the guitar for at least 7 years now, and before that the piano. Over time I've picked up a few simple things that a new guitarist could use. Scales and chords. I know that these seem like obvious things to learn, but many new guitarists lack this simple knowledge, and I hope to impart this to you. So the first thing is, what is a scale? A scale is arrangement of notes in an order, using half steps or whole steps. So going down one string, it's whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step. So that's just going down the E string. It's the same for all the strings. But then there are more specific arrangements, such as the pentatonic scale, which goes down all the strings. Most likely that sounded familiar to you. This kind of scale is used in many, many, many songs. It's also movable, so I can play the same scale note progression here, and I can play it here. So that would be an A pentatonic scale. The pentatonic scale can also be moved so it's stepped down the neck, such as... This way it kind of lets you get some more kind of lead stuff going down the neck, so you could go off of the scale, the main scale, and do something more like... So that way you can kind of vary your music, and you can start doing some kind of lead stuff. That'll really make you special for any bands, because a lot of people find it difficult to compose good leads, especially on the spot, as you can probably see. So the next thing is, what is a chord? A chord is a set of notes played simultaneously or arpeggiated. So simultaneously, or I guess rather for this chord, this is an A7 chord, and then it can be arpeggiated like this. Or, if fancier for more blues, jazz kind of stuff, you can do something kind of along the lines of this. And that can just add depth to your music. So some chords are the A7, B7, G7, F7. That's just a movable chord form. The basic ones would be G's, D, C, F, E, A, and B. The way these are designed, they have corresponding bar chords, so an E over here is going to be the same as the E over here. The only difference are their bar chords, and you can hear that this one has a higher pitch than the one played up here. This is the same for all of the chords, so here's a G, here's a G, here's an A, here's an A, here's a B, here's a B, here's a C, here's a C, here's a D, here's a D, here's an F, and here's an F. So that way they can be played all over the place, and it kind of just gives it varied sound, so, you know, A7, A7. And it lets you just kind of play around, and it lets you do different things. So like an A7 here, you can do, or you could do. So you can do different kind of leads, or chords, and all of this works together to compose a fully structured song and helps harmonize and just make music. So today I demonstrated some simple chords and scales, the two basics of guitar. Although they seem very rudimentary, but with them mastered, one will improve greatly. Knowing these scales have opened many doors for me, leading me to playing leads at my church and for friends' bands. The different chords really simplify playing and add a new dynamic to your music. Hopefully I helped shed some light into the world of playing guitar.